across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down, Green Bay. 50. Hey, wahoo!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
I'm coming after you.
Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 50. Check 50. Undercrush. Undercrush. Check 54. Off. And go.
Now Watson.
50's a mark. 50's a mark.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Boom! That's how we do it. Go. Mike's 50. I got you.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 43 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Watson now to throw. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 50. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 46 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And now the rookie's free. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
The fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. On first down, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Markevius Mingo. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire
Take 26. Come on, Liz. Go. Jim. Pop.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside. Plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers again now. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 31-yard line. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, let's see. He was 8 of 13 prior to that pass. Now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game. Not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
All day, defense, all day, all day. That's it. Mike 42. We want this. Hey, Mike 42. Go.
Now it's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. A first down carry now for Miller. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for me.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 73 yards as they have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Mike,
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Get that quarterback at all costs. 42 the Mike, boys. 42. 49. 59. Y'all not ready. 54. Echo. Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Yo. Mike 42. Mike 42. Hey, D-line. Mike 31.
Here's Watson.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. 23 yards, the final tally. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. 30 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Texans 17. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 38, Watson. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson forced out to his left. He's going to look deep in zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 42 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 4. What's the motion? At the 25-yard line.
26, Mike. 24. Off. Watch the pass. Here we go. 24.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working. Oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Let's go, let's go! No, 358! 36! Get right!
Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
50. Hey, you block over here. Box it. 36. Hey, Delta. 36. Tighten up. Pull it together. Watch 36.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Jimmy Graham, 68 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, motion.
Now Jackson. Thomas has got it, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
It's a gain of 18.
Check 42.
First down.
It's a part of that.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Jackson. Incomplete.
Jackson's pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Go, watch the slip. Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is.
319, 26.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
We got 3. 218, tough.
From the 38, Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Hey, 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 hey. 80 weapon. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Go, go. Go, go. 42. Oh.
This time Jackson will throw it.
It's just me and you.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Let's go, fellas.
A good pickup there. 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. 26.
Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Recon, 132 fighter.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Easy. Hey, Alpha.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. I got you. I got you. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Ready.
From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Marshall Yanda. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Come to my world.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
26, Mike. Off. Bring it.
Jackson throwing again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Alert 3. Watch the ship. Watch 3. Check 30. Check 31. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson to the right side and complete to Hurst. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
42's the mic. 42's the mic. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Bravo. 2, Mike 42. Let's go, defense. Our time.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Packers' 19-yard line.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. All day. Pass up. 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check. Mike 42. Mike 42. Echo. Mike's 42.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Foxtrot. Run right. Hey, take 26. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, exit.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Jones has it. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 82 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
To throw again, Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 60 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Crunch. 52. Alert flare. Go. Use you. Here comes
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Check 43. Short. Go.
This time Jackson will throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
4 down. 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Check nickel. Joker.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Check. First down.
At the 49-yard line.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Zoom. Yo, back.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
26, Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Watch twist.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
26, Mike. Exit.
Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight right. 150. Hey, Haywood.
Rodgers looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.